and Aamir, amongst many other sahaba and rulers of the Muslims in the past, and many heroes, yeah? And compare it to today, and look at the rulers today, yeah? We're going to find a big contrast, yeah? Big difference, yeah? So when we look at when we survey the Muslim rulers today, yeah, as we can see them on TV, yeah, as the reality is coming out every day for us, yeah, we can see that these rulers today are in it for their own personal gain, yeah. They're above accountability. They are agents of the non-Muslims, of the kuffar, and they squander the resources of the ummah, yeah. So when we say that they're in it for themselves, yeah, look at Saudi Arabia, for example, the family of Al Saud, yeah. The whole of Saudi Arabia is the personal bank account of this family. Yeah, this family runs all the resources. All of the family members have a say in every resource, every area of industry and government. Yeah, it's their own personal bank account. Yeah. Likewise, all the other rulers. Yeah, before they come into politics, before they become a ruler, then they don't have much. Yeah, but once they become a ruler, once they settle down and start ruling, they've got controls over the treasury. Yeah, and we know bin Ali, who ran away from Tunisia. His wife, yeah, she tried to pack more, but she can only fit in 1.5 tons of gold with her. Yeah, so you know that they ran away with a lot of the wealth of the ummah. Yeah, they run away, and other things. We know they've got money in the Swiss accounts in Switzerland and in other countries and what have you. Yeah, and likewise the same for all the other countries from Morocco to Indonesia. The rulers, the country are their personal bank accounts, and this is what they. That's why why they're ruling and they're in that position. Secondly, they're above accountability. So if you go to any Arab ruler, any Muslim ruler, and account him, yeah, do you think he's going to sit you down and say, okay, let's go on. Who's the one who asked for bribes? Who's the one who tried to take away your rights? Let's go and deal with him. Do you think they'll do that? As Umar bin al-Khattab and Sa'id ibn Amr were, as we learn from them, yeah. No, you won't find that. You find that, first of all, you won't be brave enough, yeah, to log a complaint, yeah. Those who can log a complaint, once they go to the police station, as happened in Tunisia, as what's happening in Egypt, which is the core reasons why the people are rebelling here, is because they were not able to account the government. Yeah, Mubarak for 30 years was ruling them with a hard iron fist. Yeah. Libya's Gaddafi is ruling with an iron fist for 30 years. Yeah, Abdullah Saleh of Yemen and Saddam Hussein before him, in Iraq, and Assad of Syria and Abdullah of Jordan. Yeah, there's one incident of King Abdullah of Jordan that was told to me by this Arab brother who knew a guy who worked in a bank in Jordan. Yeah, he goes that they were working in the bank and King Abdullah came with his entourage, with his guys, the other people around him, and then he went into the bank and took out about 6 million. Yeah, he just said, "I'm taking 6 million," and he went. And the guy asked the person in the bank, the brother asked the guy who used to work in the bank, "Did you not say anything to him?" Because yeah, if you said anything to him, yeah, that's it. We won't be around. Yeah, and there's stories of people disappearing as well, and there's a lot of desert in the Arab world. Yeah. Where there's a lot of people buried in those deserts, yeah, who have accounted the rulers and they've disappeared. Yeah, so you can see, and the prisons are full as well. Yeah, there's many Muslims, those who are Islamic, who've accounted the government based upon the motivation from the Quran and Sunnah. They've accounted the government and they've filled the prisons. Yeah, from Morocco, from Tunisia, from Algeria, from Syria, from Lebanon, across the Muslim world. So we know that accountability they're above accountability. Third point is that they're agents. They don't work for the interests of the Muslims. Yeah, you think, okay, they might be in it for themselves. They're above accountability. Yeah, but on top of this, they're agents for other than the Muslims. Yeah, they're agents for the West. So they seek to establish Western military bases in the Muslim land. They'll seek to divide the lands of the Muslims, like Brother Noor said before. How they're dividing south of Sudan from Sudan. Yeah, this is at the wishes and the requests of America. So we can see that the Muslim world is littered with agents, yeah, and they're doing their work. They're fulfilling their interests. And also they're squandering the wealth of the Ummah. Yeah. So they'll go. You'll find the Saudi princes going to America, Las Vegas, spending 2 million in one night. Yeah. Coming to London, to Europe, spending 2-3 million over 2-3 days. Yeah. And when they come, they bring 200 luggages with them. And you know the case of Qatar. They're buying up so much real estate in the UK. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And also they're building. They're gonna host the World Cup in no, not World Cup. Is it World Cup?
Yeah, it's World Cup.
World Cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be hosting the World Cup in about 10 years' time or so. Yeah, you can see where the money of the Ummah is going, where the people on the ground are holding up bread in the protests. Yeah, they're holding up, saying we don't have no oil, we don't have no. Like in Bangladesh, the chant is we don't have no oil, we don't have no rice. Yeah, but you want to make Bangladesh into a digital country. Yeah, a modern digital country. Yeah, this is the chant we were doing yesterday at the Bengali embassy at Sheikh Hasina's visit at Hilton Hotel. Yeah, so you can see people are requesting basic needs. Yeah, but these rulers and these leaders don't care for them. Yeah, and they're squandering the wealth, millions of billions of dollars, of pounds, of oil, of gas, of minerals, of diamond, yeah, of agricultural land is being squandered, yeah. And only if only maybe 2 countries in the Middle East, Kuwait, the oil in Kuwait and Iraq, yeah, or Kuwait and Saudi, yeah. If you need 2, yeah, you can one country can cater for the affairs and look after all the Muslims across the Muslim world, yeah, from Morocco to Indonesia. But again, these rulers are there not for the interests of the Ummah, but they're there for the interests of the non-Muslims, yeah? So we can see, when we contrast the leaders, when we contrast Sa'id ibn Aamir to today's Mubarak, to today's Abdullah, to Ben Ali, to Gaddafi, to Assad, yeah, and Abdullah Saleh, and Zardari, and Sheikh Hasina, and many of them, there's over 50 of them, yeah? If we contrast that, we can see there's a major difference, yeah, major difference. And that's why we as Muslims need to learn about the Sahaba, like Sa'id ibn Aamir, and the ones that we learned in the last 2 weeks, and the ones we're going to learn in the future as well about, yeah? In order so we can take lessons, so we can direct our call, yeah, and direct the call and the emotions of the masses, that we need leaders, yeah, part of a system who represent Islamic belief, who are representative of the leaders like Sa'id ibn Aamir, yeah? The one who was scared of taking money, the one who had no helpers and no wealth at all, yeah. And this is the key lessons today that we can learn from Sa'id ibn Aamir. And there's many hadith about the rulers, yeah, that the rulers how they're responsible for the ummah. And there's one hadith which I had on PowerPoint, but I don't have it here, which said something like this: that the ruler on the Day of Judgment, he will be brought, yeah, and he'll be tied up, yeah, and he'll be in chains or what have you. And as his record is unveiled in front of him, if he was just, it'll become more and more loose, yeah. But if he wasn't just and he oppressed the people, yeah, then it'll become more and more tighter and more difficult for him, yeah. And we know Allah, the Prophet ﷺ said that all كلكم راء وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Al-Imam al-Ra'in, meaning all of you are responsible, yeah, shepherds, who have to look after the people underneath you, yeah, and the Imam, the leader, the ruler, is a shepherd who has to look after the masses, the people within that country. And today's reality is that that's not there, and that's what is missing, and we need people like Sa'id ibn Aamir, and people like Umar ibn al-Khattab, and many other throughout our history. Inshallah, I'll end it there for questions and comments.